it's Danielle with Northlawn Flower Farms. In today's video, I want to share with you how to care for the Norfolk Island pine. Now, it's that time of year when you're seeing a lot of these in big box stores and nurseries alike because they make a great living Christmas tree. But a lot of people aren't sure what to do with them after the Christmas season is over. And you know, they make an absolutely wonderful houseplant and they don't really take that much difficult care at all. So today I want to talk about 4 things: light, water, temperature, and humidity. Let's start with light requirements. And it should be noted that I'm here in zone 6B, where this plant has to be treated as a house plant because it can't survive in temperatures under 50 degrees. So for light, this plant wants bright, indirect sunlight. So a northeast or northwest window is best. And keep your plant about 4 feet away from the window so that it doesn't burn. You know, we've been getting a lot of calls at the extension office lately, and I noticed that some people are putting their Norfolk Island pines directly against a pane of glass where that bright sun is hitting it all day long. And what's happening to those plants is that they're turning completely brown and the leaves are falling off, and they're actually getting sunburned. So make sure to keep your plant in bright but indirect sunlight. So now let's talk about temperature. Now these plants like the temperature just like we do. They like a temperature range between 62 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So most of us have our houses set like that, so it's really pretty easy as far as temperature is concerned. Now, one thing that I haven't seen addressed too much online is the transportation of these plants that happens during the Christmas season. So, you know, maybe you go to a Home Depot or a Lowe's or your nursery and it's 20 degrees outside. You buy this plant, maybe they don't wrap it for you, and then right as soon as you get home you have problems with it. And that's because that severe drop in temperature just from you taking it to the nursery to your car can shock the plant so much that it can make it really hard to recover. So make sure to ask the nursery to wrap the plant for you. And if you're buying it from a reputable nursery, they're going to do that for you anyway. But if you're buying it from a big box store, that might be something that you have to take care of yourself. Get more bags and wrap your plant really well, and then don't just leave it in your car. Make sure to just take it right home and get it into at least 62 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, next up, let's talk about the humidity that this plant requires. Now, the Norfolk Island pine is not a pine at all. It's instead a tropical conifer, and it's located naturally off the Norfolk Islands near Australia. So it requires 50% humidity in the house, which sometimes in the winter is not our natural environment here in America. So to provide extra humidity for the plant, what I like to do personally is just group a lot of houseplants together. I'm filming this here in my plant room where I have at least 20 plants in this very small space. And as all of these plants transpire, they release water into the environment and therefore providing the humidity that this plant needs. If you couldn't do that, you can do the classic tray of pebbles with water and set your plant on that. You could do a humidifier in the room, which is a really great choice. And you can do my least favorite option, which you will see some people recommending, which is to mist the plant with water. And the reason why this isn't my favorite choice is that this can actually promote disease. So first go with grouping houseplants, and then I would go with the humidifier and do misting as last resort. Okay, for the last part, let's talk about watering. Now, this is a part where you do want to get it right. This plant wants to be kept evenly moist at all times. So what does that mean? I would recommend that you check your plant at least once a week by putting your finger into the soil. Feel down an inch. If it's completely dry, it needs a drink. So make sure that the pot that you have in has drainage holes. Take it over the sink, water it thoroughly, let all that water drain all the way down through the root system and drain out, and then put it back in its decorative pot. Because we don't want it sitting in water either. That can create a root rot situation. So keep your plant evenly moist, and it's gonna bless you with years and years and years of happiness. So whether or not you're buying this as a houseplant, maybe you've received it as a Christmas present, or maybe you're using it as a Christmas tree this year, I really hope these tips were helpful. Until next time, happy gardening. Bye!